Hey everybody, it's Nathan Defense here, and this video is going to be a serious monologue really, so if you're here for the haha funnies, then skip to the very end of this video, where there'll be a clip of my dogs mistaking Cardboard Sheldon for a real person. Anyways, I wanted to talk to you, the viewers, about this short film that I just put out. This little extra video of mine will be like a director's commentary of sorts. I've been referring to this project as a short film instead of a video, and that's a very intentional choice. I'm doing that chiefly because of how much of myself I really put into this project. Of course, I always put lots of work into my videos, but this project is different because the story it's trying to tell is much more personal to me, it's much more serious. Underneath the gag of course, me dating a cardboard cutout of Sheldon Cooper. I want to talk about the background music, Debussy's Clair de Lune first. So it's no secret that I'm a very musically inclined person, so I'll listen to a lot of this music from this sort of time period here. I like to imagine that songs are like soundtracks, where I imagine what events could be happening underneath the music in question. That's how music tells a story, at least the way I see it. So I was listening to this piece, which is one of my absolute favorites from the time period, and I realized that the story the piece is telling me is very close to something I've experienced recently, so that gave me this idea of putting together a short film project. So about 6 months ago, I'll admit, I was in a really bad place actually. I was depressed, unmotivated, and kinda just running life on autopilot, so to speak. But somehow I wound up dating someone despite these issues. So suddenly I had the motivation to work on myself. So I started eating right and exercising and really taking care of myself. Because of course I wanted to become better for the girl I was dating at the time. I wanted to be the best me for her. I really developed my self-respect, which I had been crucially missing for quite a while, honestly. And the relationship was great for a while, but I eventually just wised up to some bad things that were going on. As far as care and attention and like actual pragmatic effort went in, the relationship was painfully one-sided. So I told my girlfriend about the problem and she swore up and down she would try to change to become better, yada yada, but she just didn't. So I continued to receive what I thought was like the absolute bare minimum of attention and affection from her, but after a while of this bad dynamic, I just had enough of it, so I dumped her. So I was back to being single, square one you would think, but I kept all the good habits I had developed from trying to impress her. I continued practicing and eating well and exercising, and I kept the self-esteem that I had developed. The cardboard figure here was a stand-in for my ex-girlfriend in the narrative, and that's the story that I really wanted to tell, and it's why I made this short film. Now, of course, I have to explain what the deal is with the Sheldon Cooper cardboard cutout. This video was produced during the COVID shutdowns, so getting myself a real actor to play the girlfriend didn't really feel safe to me. Although even if there weren't any lockdowns, I probably wouldn't get myself an actor anyways, because then the film would become too serious, and it would be dangerously off-brand for the Nathan Defense channel. So it was decided I would use some sort of prop to replace an actor. The idea for a cardboard cutout came to me when I was watching The Simpsons, specifically this one episode that's all about the comic book guy in his store, and he has cardboard cutouts all over the place. I pitched this idea to my brother, and he thought it was really funny, so that sort of codified the project, and I got to work shortly after. I really didn't expect this film to be taken seriously. I mean, it would be kind of unfair for me to expect critical, thoughtful viewership when I'm dating a cardboard cutout of the funny Bazinga Man after all. But still, I didn't want my story to fall on deaf ears altogether, so I put up this commentary video as an excuse to share my story with you all. Now, it wouldn't be a true Nathan Defense upload if there wasn't a single funny moment, so check out this clip of my dogs thinking Sheldon is a real guy.